he cohabited with her, and Nebuchadnezzar was born. What? I know, Drop Nation. We belly flop. Man, we the, kings and queens of belly flopping, man. You know what I'm saying? We talking about Queen Sheba. And we talked before about her relationship with Lilith, right? Drop Nation, man, we asking the right questions because Lilith has this enigmatic connection with King Solomon, especially when you go into their Kabbalahs and all their magical texts and all these things, man. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like Lilith was given a bad rap, man. So, you know what I mean? She's the, first mama of, supposed to be like the first queen mama of creation type thing, like before Eve, right? And then she's supposed to have gone off and wanted to do her own thing, but they don't really go into it, right? We haven't really got the books, the stories of this Lilith, but we're going to get to the Lilith. Let's just dig on this Nebuchadnezzar situation, man. Let me get it bigger, man. Get it bigger. How y'all doing, Drop Nation? I know it's been a few minutes, man. A few seconds, man. And I just know that when we quiet, we doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the family strong, man. And I'm gonna fill y'all in, and I'm gonna ask for help. I'm gonna I'm gonna call out for help. You know what I'm saying? Because we need a lot of real ones, man, to activate. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of areas in Drop Nation that we really need you, man. So I'm a cry out for help, man, to my con. Don't make my tears fall, man. And I already know my cons are here and waiting, for that call. So, I look forward to, just the pop offness. Like I said, we reach a maximum pop offness. Sometimes you got to go inward before you, do that, you know, Kamehameha explosion. So that's what I've been doing, going inward. You know what I mean? And here we are, man. But I'm going to fill y'all in. Let's just talk King Solomon and Queen Sheba. Connect this with Nebuchadnezzar and Lilith. All right? Why not? Who else is asking these particular questions, man? Drop Nation, we over here, man. We in here, man. Shabbat Shalom, Halal HaWah. Hey, all praise our Creator Most High over everything, man. So we digging on First Kings, and I'm in the I don't know if this one's called the Mishra, but they're Jewish interpretations, they're rabbi flow, they're rabbi interpretations. So First Kings, right? And King Solomon gave the queen of Sheba. This is First Kings, which one is it? 10. Yeah, 10, verse 13. So King Solomon gave the queen of Sheba all her wish. I need your help, Drop Nation. I'm crying out for help. Follow along with me, man. And let's figure this out together, man. I need your help to figure this out. Right? We on an investigation, man. King Solomon gave the queen of Sheba all her wish that she requested. You already know how this goes. Kings out here. You already know how we do for our queens, how we turn up for our queens. This is what Solomon was doing, right? Queen Sheba, all her wish that she wanted, aside from what he gave her according to King Solomon's ability, and she turned and went to her land, and she and her servants. So that's what's in most of the translations. Check yours, right? So this is, a little bit of the commentary from the rabbi, right? And where is he coming from with this, right? King Solomon gave the queen of Sheba. He says this giving refers only to the teaching of wisdom. And wisdom is everything. Wisdom is everything, right? Mama is everything. Read Proverbs chapter 8. Let's go. So this refers to Amma, the breath, or her wish. Okay, now the rabbis say he cohabited with her. And Nebuchadnezzar was born to her. Nebo, defend my boundaries. Ain't that the name of Nebuchadnezzar? Nebo, defend my boundaries. He later destroyed the temple that stood 410 years in the territory of the 12 tribes. We're talking Hasharala. And that's from the Arizal or Arizal. I don't know. Aside from what he gave her, gifts and delicacies that were found here and not in their place. This is the land of Prester John, and you can't talk Solomon without talking the Prester John, King David, the priest, the king. Prester means priest, John means king. Solomon is also a priest, king, God. Okay. So what was Nebuchadnezzar's beef? Maybe, part of the script that, part of the story we're not getting. These are questions we can ask. We don't have to have all the answers as long as we learn to ask the right questions. And is Nebuchadnezzar the son of Solomon and Queen Sheba? And is this why Nebuchadnezzar wanted to destroy, Judah in the sense, was he pushed out from the throne? Did he not get his love? Ain't that normally what happens? It's a family affair because he's just as Judah as anybody else, right? Yeah. He will be, the nephew, right, of all of Solomon's brothers, including including Daniel. Now you know how sometimes people have like nieces and nephews that are younger than them. I just want to keep that in mind because it happens in the hood all the time. Grandma has another child later, later in life. Something happens, auntie got a late birth, later in their um, matured life or aquas, right? So, all right, just keep all this swirling, my niggas. We spiraling up, man. um, was Nebuchadnezzar the nephew of Daniel? Was Daniel older than Nebuchadnezzar? In the real life, and in the alternate universe. Let's say we just building a multiverse, and maybe not. Is this Nebuchadnezzar the first or the second? Because I know Nebuchadnezzar the second was the specific Nebuchadnezzar that ended up taking Daniel. I'm just saying we're in the story with this fall. What's the rabbi getting at? And who's this Arizal? We got to look this up. Either way, whether he's the nephew of Daniel or Daniel's the nephew of Nebuchadnezzar, however it goes. Older, younger, older. We got a situation here, boss. If he's Solomon's bond, he has a claim, right? And is this what he's really coming for? You know what I'm saying? We'll read, that he has this whole other Persia connection, but even Persia, you know what I'm saying? Persia, Parias, Parias. What's that map? What's that Asian map we got? I said to myself, don't get too mappy, but just for y'all, we're going to look at this Orientis Finds map, 1531. One more again. One letter rule. Now, Persia is also a title, just like Egypt is a title, just like all this stuff. Ethiopia is a title. India is a title. Parias or Paris, you put the S over here. You got Persia, but these are titles for like pure land and, beautiful land or rich land in different languages. You know what I mean? So Persia seems to be more connected, especially when you look at Iranistan. Remember the Iborian map? I said I wasn't going to get too mad, but just for y'all, I'm going to pull up the Iborian. Say it with me, cuz. Iborian. Iborian war map. I know they call it just a reality simulation. It's just a reality simulation. It's just a gamer map, boss. Nothing to see here, boss. It's just a reality simulation in Arizona. Is it Amazonia or is it amazing? Is it amazing or Amazon or Amazon? Zon is to nourishment, right? The seventh letter, the nourishment. Ama is Ama. So Ama that gives nourishment is the Amazonia. Khan, we talking Black Kingdoms? Yeah, man. We talking Kush, Darfur, Ophir. Where's Ophir? Ophir, next to Shem. The land of Ophir, Ophir. The point is, Monarch, the point is that when all this is together, Pangea flow and all that, then you have like the Africa flow looks like over here, right? Then you got like the South America flow over here connected with the Central America and all this Egypt flow, this Luxor, Kim, you got the Kushish, see all of Kush is over here originally. Timbuktu is over here next to Amazonia. And so is Zimbabwe and Punt, areas that you thought they would put over here, there, but not in this reality simulation, boss. They even have Persia or Iranistan connected to Zimbabwe, to the Jungle Kingdom, right above Thoth Amon spell barrier. And you think it's play? It's just a reality simulation, boss. So Persia seems to be connected. Iranistan seems to be just connected in this reality simulation. And the land of Ophir right here, where I guess like it's right in the thick of things in the land of Prester John, really, right? Ophir has a lot to play. You know, there's a lot of play around this Ophir, man. But I don't think it's play. So let's go faster. Let's speed this thing up. King Solomon and Sheba, we know, already got a connection. They have their children. Is one of them Nebuchadnezzar? And is this what the gripe is about? Let's go back to Daniel. Let's go back to Daniel. All right, look, Daniel chapter 1, verse 1. In the third year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, in Jerusalem. Now, this is a tricky word, this Babylon, because you know who else will be connected to Babylon? David Soslan, which also means the menacing look or the fiery glance. He's also an exilar, David, who's the son of Prester John, Raja, Chola. The Chola is also the Soli, like Soliman is the Soli. So he's the Soslan of Babylon, just like Nebuchadnezzar. It seems to be a title because we was also exilarchs in this Babylonian situation. It includes Israel. That's why it's all connected in the Bible, in the script, man. We're just talking Prester John, because Soli is Soliman. So Soliman is not just a person, right? It's also a title. Prester John is a title. My advanced wave surfers already know right off the balcony. We've been talking about this a mighty long time. So this Prester John is also the father of Soliman. Now, which Soliman is it? Right? We got to shift it around, see where it fits. That's all we're doing. This is an ongoing investigation, right? But this is a Soliman. This is a Soliman. His wife is Labana, Limbu, queen of Rubati, Gadi, and Mani, or Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh. And the king and queen of Judah would also be over Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh, northern and southern tribes. This seems to fit. He's the brother of Canaan or Hanan, also spelled with a Chan, Canaan. That's why we said choose your Canaan. because they be trying to flip things and trick us and think Canaan just is through this Ham situation, but there's a Canaan directly in the bloodline in the forbidden histories of America, right here in the land of Prester John. Canaan is Hanan, where they get Antioch. Go research the Straits of Antioch, the Kingdom of Antioch, and Quivera. Let's go. Prester John is the father of Solomon. He's the father of Solomon. But let's go back to David Sauceland, right? Let's go back. Slow down, drop you dropping too fast. Let's go back. Way back. Prester John. Oh, Prester. So, David the sixth Sauceland of Babylon is the son of Prester John. My point is, boss, back to Daniel. When we see today, don't be thinking that we're just talking some foreign entity that's invading us, yada, yada, yada. We are the exilarchs of Babylon. We was fighting the whole time. It appears to be a brother-on-brother war. In some cases, a Judah-on-Judah war. Did we get rolled up by Judah? King Solomon's bond? Who said, I got a claim in this whole thing. Oh, you just gonna, ignore me, boss? What does Nebo mean, man? What does Nebo mean? Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, the great king of the Neo-Babylonian exile or empire, who reigned 600 to 562 BC. It was he who carried away Judah, man. Did Judah get rolled up on by Judah? Is this a David on David war? Just like we're reading about in the Forbidden Histories of America. We gonna dig on some Forbidden Histories of America. I got that up. We're gonna take a trip down memory lane. Because you don't gotta do a whole bunch of new things when you already got it, when you already got the right thing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta reinvent. We already know what the investigation is, and we ain't got no pushback by academia about our questions. They just be real quiet, boss. So when we hear this Babylonian situation, know that we got a stake in this. Because you're just talking about Biblios. You're just talking about Babel. You're just talking about a bunch of mixing going on, a bunch of more and more war going on. So this Nebuchadnezzar features prominently in the books of Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, and later chapters of Kings and Chronicles, until recently, but not many of Nebuchadnezzar's historical records have been found. Just like Genghis Khan. An advanced wave surfer question would be, is Nebuchadnezzar Genghis Khan? Is Genghis Khan this, not bastard child, but, child that wasn't given the proper love that he thought he should have, and that's why he wanted to go to war with Prester John? Nebuchadnezzar is a title, right? What does it mean? It means Nebo, protect my boundary or defend my boundary. That's it. And where's Nebo? Nebo's in Moab. Go dig on Moab, Utah. Right? Look, man, this is my point. This is my point. Like, drop how many points you got, man. I'm pointing all over the place, man. Just duck and hide, man. Hijack better duck and hide. I'm pointing all over the place, man. Moab, Nebo, Utah, or Utah, or Judah. We still just talking Judah, boss. We still just talking Judah, boss. How did they say Utah? How did they say it? Etymologies. What them etymologies be hitting for? And do you see clearly? Because this is the year. This is the year. This is the year of the dragon. Hawaga Naga's tapped in. The Kofu from the back end. Naga know what's happening. It's the year of the dragon. Do you see clearly, boss? Let's go. What does how did they say Utah? UTAH. Do you see that when we talk Utah, boss, we just talking Utah. High, lofty Utah has been turned to Utah. Yeah, boss. And that's why there's a Nebo in Utah, boss. What does Moab got to do with this? We've read that Genghis Khan could be from the tribe of Moab or Moab. Yeah. What does Moab got to do with this, man? All right. I'm just saying. My point is, Nebo protect my boundary has everything to do with Utah, right? And since we know, we're just talking, a title, we can ask, who else fits this title, right? Does Genghis Khan and the Prester John situation fit into this? But let's go back to Daniel. Then we're going to work our way back to Solomon, connected to Lilith, man. And then we're going to have a fireside chat. And then we're going to talk about what's popping off, man. All right? All right, man. Let's get it. In the year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, remember, all right? Exilarchs unto Jerusalem and besieged it. Got it. All right. And HaWah gave Jehoiakim, king of Judah, into his hand with part of his vessels of the house of HaWah. And he carried them into the land of Shinar to the house of his God. And the vessels he brought into the treasure house of his God. And the king spoke unto Ashpenaz, his chief officer, that he should bring in certain of the children of Israel and the royal seed, the seed royale. All right, this plays heavy. So he's looking for the royals, right? He's looking for the royals. Because Jehoiakim is, now in the hand of Nebo, defend your boundary, right? Nebuchadnezzar. He starts looking for the royal seed. Why? Because he's one of them. Let's just go with this playwright. Let's see clearly over here. Because he's one of them, boss. He's like, man, where my bros at? Where my nephew at? Where my uncle at? You know what I'm saying? I want to know who's been born. And the nobles, right? Youth in whom have no blemish. Fair to look on, they're beautiful, skillful in all wisdom, skillful in knowledge and discerning in thought, and has the ability to stand in the king's palace. That means, that they will raise in the Prester's, house. You know what I mean? They are royals. They are seed royale. Just like you, my noggin. I mean, don't you see the same play today? They get our brightest, they get our best. They make these colleges and Ivy Leagues and these professions. They get our best athletes, our best musicians, our best in Hollywood, in the music business and all this stuff. They get our best just to keep them, control. Seems like the same play. They look for the royals. They look for the nobles. They look for the youth, right? Don't we got an issue with the youth being on demon time right now? But the wave is shifting. to the Ahab, to the love, to the unity, because they not like us. And who's us? Man, who is Michael Jackson talking about? They don't really care about us. Who? That's the same us, man. It's the same youth in whom was no blemish. So they had to muddy us up. They had to take in these unblemished sacrifices, right? Sound familiar? Who else is unblemished, boss? Remember the 4 ancient Israelites that died without sin? Do you remember the 4 Israelites who died without sin, who had no blemish? Yeah, I'm talking Caleb, boss. What you talking about? I'm talking Caleb, also known as Daniel, right? And we in Daniel chapter 1, second son of King David. Ooh, again, they didn't tell us this in church. They didn't hammer this point home that this Daluya or Halal HaWah or Killian, right, or Daniel is the son, the bond of King David. And if Nebuchadnezzar is the son of Solomon, that will make him what? Nephew or whatnot. But remember, man, let's go back to the Solis. I'm just saying this, the Solomon, advanced way surface, man. The Solomons, man, are a title. Again, it's the Soli title. It's the Emperor of Soli. The Prester John title is synonymous with the Soli title. There are other Solomons before Solomon. Within the bloodline, there's other Davids before David. They just gave us a slice of our story. So, the Solomon, that's the father of Nebuchadnezzar, possibly, doesn't have to be this one particular Solomon. Not when Prester himself is also Solomon. You know what I'm saying? All right. And and since we're talking David, he also has a wife, right? Bathsheba, which the whole controversy was about, right? So she's also a Sheba, Bathsheba, right? The daughter of the oath. We're about to get that again in Forbidden Histories of America by Daniel Lowe. All right, so just keep all this in mind that there's more than one Sheba in Solomon. We don't have to lock in on just only one, fixed position here. We can surf the way. It doesn't just have to be the Sheba that we talk Sheba and the Solomon. These could be earlier Shebas and earlier Solomons. Let's just make that point clear. Let's get it, man. So the youth in whom has no blemish correlates, because we are talking Daniel, right? Because Daniel gets swept up in all this. And Daniel is the son of David, who has no blemish. It says David's son with his wife, second wife, Abigail, widow of Nabal the Carmelite, right? And then David, remarried her, or she remarried to David. But they weren't sure, remember, if Daniel or Killian was David's son with David or Nabal, right? So people had their suspicions. So what did Hawa do? According to the Rashi, Rabbi Isaac said that some questioned whether Abigail was pregnant through David or her first husband Nabal. Therefore, Hawa arranged that Killian would resemble David. And he was a fair to look on man, right? A handsome Khan. You know how we Davids do. Halal HaWah. But, Killian resembled him perfectly. It is possible his name Killian, which translates perfection of the Father. And, I'm sure it could also connect to the perfection of the Father as in HaWah as well. So he is a perfect Khan, right? Unlike the other of David's three elder sons, Amnon, Absalom, and Adonijah, who were important characters in 2 Samuel, Gilead is only named in the list of David's sons, and no further mention is made of him. Though being the second son, Gilead was not a contender for the throne of Israel even after the death of firstborn Amnon. Was Nebuchadnezzar a contender for the throne? Why wasn't Daniel or Gilead a contender? Because he's the brother of Solomon. Solomon, remember those stories, man? Moms made sure that David put Solomon on the throne, right? So the third born Absalom and fourth Adonijah, he may have died before his father, though later rabbinic traditions name him as one of four ancient Israelites who died without sin. They were unblemished. The other are Benjamin, right? Jesse, who is David's dad, Yeshai, which I said sound a lot like Jesus. Just switched the S and the E around. Just switch the S and the E. And he's a sinless man. Oh, ancestor of Jesus. Come on, man. This is where they're getting the whole story from. They're connecting. That's why they always say son of David, all this stuff. But really, it's son of Jesse. Jesus. Uh-oh, balls. Hey, yourself, take the wheel. Phantom duplications, ball. So David's pops is perfect, right? Sinless, meaning, that he kept the code. He didn't put no other power before his power. Didn't kill a Naga, not his Nagas, don't murder your brother, right? He wasn't out here jacking his, you know what I mean? He was out here bearing false witness. They died without sin. They died without breaking that, man. And Benjamin, Jesse, and Amram is Moses' pops. We keep saying, is Moses Dawid? But, that's a whole nother. Both of them got fathers that are sinless. They're both slaying giants. There's a lot of parallels. And if you combine this Moses and this David flow, then you got like this supersonic Prester flow, right? Now you got the Prester John legends. Now you got all this power and all these things. And you got the Solomon flow connected with that. And we're just talking Solomon and we're talking Nebuchadnezzar because we're talking Daniel who died without sin. God. Because Nebuchadnezzar came, Nebo defend my boundary came, or Genghis Khan, which is also a title. He wasn't even calling himself Genghis Khan until he stole the Khan from King David in 1202 when Prester John had the greatest world war you never heard of with Genghis Khan. And it connected directly with the Olmec flow and the indigenous history, the forbidden history of America, Khan. We're talking the old world. We're talking Judah on Judah, just like that Nehemiah, Theodorus, Makir flow, you know what I'm saying? Judah on Judah. And again, even in that, we're talking Sylvanus Texas or Solomon the builder. It's a lot connected, man. It's a lot. So, David came in, let's back it up. Daniel, youth who had no blemish, sinless man, right? Fair to look on, skillful in all wisdom. Sounds like King David's bond. Knowledge, discerning in thought, had the ability to stand in King's palace. Why? Because he's King David's son, Managa, and that he should teach them the learning of the tongues of the Chaldeans. So they wanted to come, give him some of that hijack right away. Take away their tongue. You know what I'm saying? Get them to start doing these translations and all these things. And the king, verse 5, appointed for them a daily portion of the king's food and of the wine which he drank, and that they should be nourished 3 years, and at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Now among these were the children of Judah, right? He's looking for the the Judah Nagas, man. Daniel, Hananiah, but remember there's a Hanan, right? Can't make this up. There's a Hanan that's also the son of Prester John, right? Who's also a king. Okay? Or are we talking Hanan or Hanani? Well, let's go. You got one son of Prester, you got another son of the Prester, right? Mishael, Azariah, and the chief of the officers gave names unto them. Unto Daniel he gave the name Belshazzar. So now you got a new name. All right. So, okay. So again, keep Daniel and Nebuchadnezzar in mind. Keep that flow going. Because as we talk Sheba and Solomon, we're still talking family. Because Solomon would just be Daniel's brother. Yeah. Which would, again, possibly make Nebuchadnezzar some type of nephew situation, depending on which Solomon we're talking about, which solely we're talking about. Here comes Sheba. Let's talk Sheba, man. Let's talk the queens. We'll work our way back to the Lilith situation. And when the queen of Sheba heard of the famous Solomon, 1 Kings chapter 10, because of the name of HaWah she gave to prove him with hard questions, she came to Jerusalem with a very great train, with camels that bore spices and gold very much, and precious stone, aqua. And when she was come to Solomon, she spoke with him of all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all her questions. There was not anything hid from the king which he told her not. You already know how it is, kings. You already know how it is. They call that pillow talk. Let's go. And when the queen of Sheba had seen all the wisdom of Solomon, and the house that he had built, and the food of the table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, and his cupbearers, and his burnt offering, which he offered in the house of HaWah, there was no more spirit in her. And she said to the king, it was a true report that I heard in my own land of thine acts and of thy wisdom. Howbeit, I believed not the words until I came and my eyes had seen it, and behold, the half was not told to me. So she's like, man, I heard you was balling. I heard you was balling out of control. I heard this was, super fly. But man, they didn't even tell me the half of what you got over here, Khan Solomon. The half was not told to me. Thou hast wisdom, prosperity, exceeding fame, which I heard, and like the rabbi was saying in the conjecture flow, in the commentary, it was really about the wisdom. Didn't he say that with the first kings and the Melachim? What they call this? This is off the Kabbalah.org, Melachim 1, or First Kings, Melachim 1, chapter 10. So, and King Solomon gave the queen of Sheba. This giving refers only to the teaching of wisdom. Okay. So thou hast wisdom and prosperity exceeding the fame I heard. Happy are thy men, happy are thy servants that stand continually before thee, that hear your wisdom. Blessed be HaWah, who delighted in thee to set you on the throne of Israel, because HaWah loved Israel forever. Therefore made he thee king, to do justice and righteousness. And she gave the king 120 talents of gold, and of spices very great store, precious stones. There came no more such an abundance of spices as these which the queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. And the navy also of Hiram, that brought gold from Ophir, right? I told you to remember that Ophir, Hybori, brought it from Ophir. Great plenty of sandalwood and precious stones. Again, Hybori, where is Ophir, right? So, it seems to be everything over right here, boss. And if you know that these are the Amazonias and the Amazon jungles and the Black Kingdoms, and you follow that up, you're talking North America, you're talking pig land. Look out for the pig series, Aqua. We warming up, man. Like I said, man, we've been going internal, you know what I'm saying? And when we explode back out, we're coming with the biggest, best, investigative series. We're ready for it, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure I give it everything, because we've been talking about it. So, pick land, right? Divided into 12 tribes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then you got the northern and southern clans. You got Samaria, Sumerian heartland, right? Over, this, Samaria border kingdom, it says, and the media. And then you got Ophir, connect to Argos. I mean, look, man, is it a reality simulation? You sure have a lot of reality here, like Shem, right? Shem. But we're just talking Ophir, right? Khan. So, it didn't say Sheba got off a boat and did this and that. Nah, man, she came over and visited the Khan. Had all the sandalwood, precious stones, and the king made of the sandalwood pillars for the house of HaWah, and for the king's house, harps also and psalteries for the singers. There came no such sandalwood, nor was seen until this day. And King Solomon gave to the queen of Sheba all her desire, whatsoever asked, beside that which Solomon gave her his royal bounty. So she turned and went to her land, she and her servants. And it goes on. So that's that verse 13 where, we got this. He cohabited with her, and Nebuchadnezzar was born to her. And we've been asking this question in different ways. What role does this Nebuchadnezzar play? What was his angle for real, for real? You know what I'm saying? Who was this Nebuchadnezzar? Again, they act like there's not much, you know, uh, written on this Nebuchadnezzar anymore. Like not many of Nebuchadnezzar's historical records have been found, right? Okay, I wonder why. He seems to be ostracized. And, oh, he just took down Judah. He just took down Judah. He is Judah. He is Judah. I mean, there's a possibility that he is the son of Sheba and Solomon. It's a possibility. Let's keep that, idea flowing. We got Daniel, the sinless man. 4 ancient Israelites who died without sin. You got Nebuchadnezzar looking for these, how did he say, seed royals, these nobles, these royals, these youth without a blemish. But they didn't tell us that Daniel is the son of David. And this is possibly also why, what I'm saying, Daniel was treated well in this house. He wasn't abused and put into slavery. You know what I'm saying? He was in the house of his nephew, or however you want to say it, however it flowed, but he was in the house of possibly a relative, you know what I mean? Man, It goes deep. Nebo, protect the servant. Huh? That's another translation. So we got Nebo, protect the boundary. It says the appearance of the N in Nebuchadnezzar may be an inner Hebrew phenomenon, perhaps a rendition of the name assuming a variant etymology. Nebo, protect the servant. It goes into, their version of the telling of this history. They got Nebuchadnezzar's father, Nabopolassar, seems to have been a general appointed by the Assyrian king. However, in the later years of Assyria, he rebelled and established himself as king of Babylon. 623, the rebellion increased, and finally Nabopolassar, with the Medes and Scythians, conquered Nineveh, the Assyrian capital, in 612. Just digging on this, man. Just digging on it. These dates, 600, this, all this BC talk, all this BC talk. Yeah, man. Just reminds me of the flamenco, Anatoly flamenco. How many years would that be shifted? With like 1,800 years? Didn't we get that with the timeline flow? I mean, this is why we're asking these questions. Anatoly, how do you say it? Anatoly flamenco. 3 chronological. Come on, man. Chronological time shifts, man. Flamenco's new chronology. Yeah. We're talking timelines. And if they're looking into it, you should be looking into it, boss. Flamenco's new chronology argues. Come on, boss. Really, boss? Really? What you want me to do? Man, they gonna just put some feet. They gonna put some stank ass feet over what I'm trying to read. Hold on, man. Ain't nowhere to ask this stuff, man. What, I gotta click on it just to make y'all happy? I don't know if I want to do that. Report this ad. This is offensive. This is offensive, man. All right. But you still blocking it. You still gonna block. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Wow. This is the most disrespectful link of all time. It's okay. This is what I want right here. This is what I want right here. So I just had to keep scrolling. Because they're getting this. Oh, here we go. They're gonna come with another ad. They're gonna do this. This is the most disrespectful shit of all time. We talk about dodging the hijack. This is dodging the hijack. What on ball? Golly. The 3 ships have also been listed by Flamenco as roughly 330, 1,015, 1,800. I still got it. I still got it. All right. I still got it. Y'all can look it up. I still got it. You see it, boss. 1,800 years. That's all I wanted. I'm out. That's it. Y'all look it up. I can't keep this thing up no more. We out of here. We out of here, babe. So once you know that they'll shift time at least 3 different times, 1,778 years or 1,800 years, then you know they'll take the history from the 1200s, Managa, and shift it back to the BCs. So when we talk Daniel now, you look up Daniel, it's going to put you in such and such BC, which seems to be overlapping this Nebuchadnezzar flow. You know, they put Nebuchadnezzar in the 600, such and such. Some people will put Daniel in 600 BCs. I mean, where would they put Daniel, man? Let's see, man. Let me use my voice, man. When was Daniel? Oh, come on, man. When was Daniel born in the Bible? Let's see where they put him, man. We're on a warpath, man. I should get my war drums around here, man. Oh, come on, boss. Okay, okay, okay. The righteous man, the sinless man, princely lineage. Ooh, somebody knows. He's a prince, right? 620. Got you. Got you. And they would put Nebuchadnezzar 605. Boss. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. We still talking the 600s, right? 600s here, 600s here. I call that a say it with me, Con. Body bag for the illusion. So we know that this Daniel here is the same Daniel. It's the same Killian, right? That's the son of David. Dawid, ancient Israel, third king, huh? Okay, okay. Let's keep going. So yeah, just asking this question, and somebody else is asking the same question. So what's up with this Solomon and Nebuchadnezzar flow? Shout out to Judaism.stackexchange.com asking questions, man. So they refer to First Kings, same thing, chapter 10. And they had a follow-up question. They said, does this mean Solomon was the father of Nebuchadnezzar? Or that Nebuchadnezzar came from Solomon? Could someone please provide the source where this Arizal or Arizal said this or hinted to this? And that led, just to a quick little search and pulling up this situation, man. And here we go, He cohabited with her, and Nebuchadnezzar was born to her. Okay. Now, with that in mind, let's go back to Lilith, right? And then we're going to go to Forbidden Histories of America. David's son, Solomon, or again, David himself would also be a Solomon. Now, this Lilith plays heavy. They don't want her to, but she do. She was the one who, again, was supposed to be the first woman of creation, they say. And, alternate text, right? So, what does she have to do with Queen Sheba? I don't want to get too Marvel University on you, but time travel is a mug, right? Time travel is a mug, man. So, yeah, you got these dragons and snakes. They're like a dragon's face. Time travel is a mug, right? So, whether we talk time travel or, just the same ruach, just like David's flow seems to be the same ruach that's passed through this Melchizedek line, right? Melchizedek is also priest, king, priest, right? So this priest king flow seems to continue in the lineage through the seed of this Dawi, through the seed of these, perfect Nagas, right? These Nagas that are code keepers, who die without sin. What are we talking? Yeshai, David's pops, or Amram, Moses' pops, right? Both of their sons are major players in this righteous flow. And so is Solomon. And so is Lilith. Now it says the figure Lilith has been shrouded in mystery and controversy throughout history. All right, so if it's a historical mystery, we can ask the same question. How does this Lilith play, right? What does it have to do with the big picture of things? You can't leave out Queen Mama, right? And We connected before we did a whole drop connecting Lilith and Queen Sheba, in lots of different ways, lots of different texts. Again, we're talking titles. We're just talking titles. The figure of Lilith has been shrouded in mystery and controversy throughout history, with her stories taking on various forms and interpretations. One of the most intriguing aspects of her legend is her connection to King Solomon, a narration or narrative that combines folklore, apocryphal texts, and mystical traditions. As the first Owl of Zion, I delve into these tales to explore the enigmatic role of Lilith as Solomon's adversary, and the mystical dimensions that surround their encounters. Now, he's taking his adversary flow. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, now, adversary in Hebrew, they would say Satan, right? Right. And then, you got this whole Garden of Eden situation and the enmity between women and yada yada. Could that have to do with the Lilith flow? And why is she an adversary to Solomon? Is she a real opposition, or are they translating it that way? You know what I'm saying? Is it really the same love story we're talking with Queen Sheba, right, and Solomon? All right, just looking a little more. All right, just seeing what they got to say. King Solomon, renowned for his wisdom and his rule over Israel, is a central figure in Jewish, Christian, and Islamic traditions. In some lesser-known stories, he encounters Lilith, who is often depicted as a powerful and defiant figure. She is powerful. These narratives, found in various apocryphal writings and folklore, describe Lilith as both a challenger to Solomon's authority and a source of profound wisdom. So they're calling her an adversary because she challenged uh, and asked him questions. Like Sheba just asked Solomon a bunch of questions. Was she challenging his authority? Hmm? They just talked about how Sheba gave him credit for bringing that wisdom flow, right? I'm just saying there's some parallels with the Solomon and Sheba flow. Because she was giving him Ahab. She's like, yo, what you kicking, man, is beyond, you know, even the half of what, was told. The half was not told to me, thou hast wisdom and prosperity exceeding the fame which I heard. So it was a wisdom, what I'm saying, connection. But her asking those questions to some jabroni, he would say, she's challenging, right? Or we're just talking Lilith. All right, let's go. The apocryphal accounts in the alphabet of Ben Sira, we heard that name before. Apocryphal text, Lilith is said to have been Adam's first wife. Right, right. So just like Adam had all these like super nuggets, super duper powers, so did Lilith. And unlike Eve, she's not just like created out the rib, right? She's like created as an equal, according to the story, right? Like framer and shaper. So if Adam, let's say, is the image of, the shaper, right? Our father, our mother should also have an image too, right? And is that image Eve? Even though they call her Kawa or Hawa, which represents life, because Hawa means to exist, and she's the mother of creation, and da 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 da. She has children, you know what I mean? She gives life. She's named after Hawa. She's named after life, right? Kwa. But was she the one created to be the equal image? Or is this who they're calling Lilith, which is not who her real name is? Or is it connected with Sheba? Is Sheba the title that she would go by? How does it connect? I mean, you can't discount Adam's first wife. After leaving Eden, she encounters Solomon and engages in a battle of wits. Sounds like what Solomon and Sheba just did in 1 Kings chapter 10. But instead, they were just discussing wisdom, right? So, or Ama, the text portrays Lilith as a figure who refuses to be subjugated, uh, like like Solomon who just wants to subjugate, asserting her independence and challenging the king's famed wisdom. Hmm. Then they go into the demonic flow, right? They had to demonize her the same way they did with the Khalifa flow. They got their Hindu version of Kali, Khalifa. They got their Shiva flow and all these things, which is just also Sheba. So Lilith would also be this Shiva situation, which are all derivatives of this Sheba situation, which we're about to get in Forbidden Histories. Folkloric tales often depict Lilith as a demonic figure who possesses knowledge of secret names and magical practices. In these stories, Solomon seeks to control Lilith and her demonic offspring. Or are we just talking dragons, man? Because they call Leviathan, HaWah's dragon, a demon too. They call him Satan sometimes. They made a phantom reflection in the book of Revelation. This dragon that's devouring the Christ child. Nah, man. That's Leviathan. Same Leviathan goes to war with the hijack. So they also call us demons or, yada, yada, right? So the demon's going to call you a demon. The devil's going to call you a devil. But we're just talking who's your adversary. So her demonic children would just be regular Nagas. This is just how they're, you know, uh, materializing their story. So, where we at? Boom. All right. Secret names, magical practices, So in these stories, Solomon seeks to control Lilith and her offspring uses his magical ring and incantations. All right, so this matches up to the Solomon that we read about with the rings and all that stuff, right? Then you got the Lord of the Rings, Hollywood. However, Lilith's cunning and knowledge of the arcane often puts her at odds with the king, leading to a complex relationship that is both adversarial and enlightening. The encounters between Lilith and Solomon are rich with mystical symbolism, esoteric knowledge. Lilith's role as an adversary is not merely one of opposition, but also one of illumination. And she forces Solomon to confront the limits of his own understanding and the deeper mysteries of existence. It sounds like just Solomon and Sheba and whatever went on when she asked her questions. I mean, I'm just saying it's a lot of connectivity with how and what we're reading about with Sheba. But let's keep reading. And then back to 1 Kings chapter 10. Halal HaWah. First thing she did, she coming through the door. She's asking some questions. She came to prove him with hard questions. Don't that sound a lot like she's matching wits, testing his wisdom? Sounds like the same Lilith flow, right? So we're talking Queen Sheba. And she had the hard questions. She spoke with him of all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her he told her all her questions or answered her questions. All right. And not anything hid from the king, which he told her not. But first she came with hard questions. We're talking Sheba. I'm just saying. We just saying, right? And she forces Solomon to confront the limits of his own understanding and deeper mysteries of existence. Yeah, they had a complex relationship because he's asking hard questions. All right, let's keep going. There's a poem or something written. Shout out to medium.com. Prince Lilith visits the King Solomon's temple in 900 BCE. Okay. Princess Lilith, draped in silks the color of dust rose, strode into King Solomon's opulent throne room. Her caravan, a tapestry of Nubian merchants and guards, hung behind her, the scent of frankincense clinging to the air. Unlike other visitors who approached the bejeweled throne with trembling knees and downcast eyes, Lilith held her head high, her, her obsidian gaze meeting Solomon's directly. Don't this sound like Sheba and Solomon to you? Is Nebuchadnezzar Lilith's son with Solomon? Right. The king, usually unfazed by beauty, found himself momentarily stunned. Her poise, the defiance simmering beneath her regal calm, ignited a spark within him. This was no mere supplicant, but a force in her own right. Prince Lilith, Solomon greeted, his voice rumbling like desert thunder. Tell me what brings you across the scorching sands into the lion's den. Whoa, Lion of Judah. And again, he says, across scorching sands. Say it with me. Hyborian kind. Right? So if this is Ophir right here, and she came from Ophir, then she had to cross some sands to get to, whatever area, what I'm saying, of Utah, 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 Utah. We're talking high. Yeah, yeah, man. She crossed them sands, man. She didn't cross the water. She crossed the sands. Now, Your Majesty, Lilith began, her voice like desert wind chimes. The darkness stirs on the southern winds, crops wither, beasts turn savage, and my people whisper of an ancient curse. Aside from this, the Leviathan attacks. Ooh, Leviathan. We just talked about Leviathan. Leviathan attacks Nubia's trading ships from the Red Sea. Hey, did Leviathan sink Atlantis too? That's a question for your advanced wave surface for another day. But Leviathan attacks Nubia's trading ships from the Red Sea. And Behemoth attacks our livestock from the thick jungles that border us on land. These two beasts threaten to wipe us out. We must eradicate them. Solomon leaned forward intrigued. And you believe I, the wisest king, hold the key to breaking the curse? You hold more than that, Your Majesty, Lilith countered, her gaze unwavering. You hold the key to a magic slumbering within, a magic older than your kingdom itself. Silence fell thick and heavy. Solomon saw himself reflecting in her eyes, not as a king, but as a man seeking answers. He knew of this hidden magic. Whispers of it passed down through generations, but fear had kept it dormant. The consequences of misuse too great to contemplate. Yet there was something different about Lilith. Her determination, her unwavering spirit resonated with him. Maybe, just maybe, she was the key to unlocking its power without succumbing to its darkness. What? What, man? My noggin? Y'all hearing this, man? He reached into his robes and retrieved a polished mirror, its surface shimmering like an inner light. Remember that mirror that Prester John was supposed to have, that he could see the entire kingdom through the mirror, right? Then he got a TV show called Black Mirror. But this mirror, all right, he pulls it out. This Princess Lilith, he answered, is the divine mirror, a conduit to forces beyond human comprehension. It is said to hold the secrets of true magic, necromancy, and even alchemy. Lilith's breath hitched. She knew the legend, the whispered warnings of such power, and you entrust this to me? You, Solomon said, his gaze locked with hers. You are the bridge between the worlds. Whoa. Is Lilith the first woman of creation, the bridge between worlds? Are we talking worlds beyond the poles? Are we talking multi-dimensions, man? Like, this sounds like something on the Sci-Fi Channel, right? You are the bridge between worlds, the only one who can wield this power without being consumed by it. He placed the mirror in her hands. Don't sound like she no adversary, boss. Its warmth searing through the silk. But remember, princess, he warned, his voice turning gray. Great power comes at a great cost. Use it wisely only when darkness threatens to engulf your people or your loved ones. Protect it fiercely, for within it lies the fate not just of Nubia, but of kingdoms yet to be. Lilith accepted the mirror. The weight of destiny settled upon her shoulders. In her heart, she knew this was no gift but a burden, yet she would shoulder it for her people, for the light that flickered within the darkness. Returning to Nubia, the princess became a beacon of hope. She used the mirror sparingly, its power, a scalpel welded with utmost precision. She quelled the curse, coiled life back into the land, and even whispered words of forgotten knowledge to revive dying crops. But fame is a double-edged sword. Whispers of her sorcery spread like wildfire, reaching the ears of envious rulers and power-hungry priests. This is why she got a bad rap, Khan. One night, while gazing into the mirror, Lilith saw a vision, a rival king, cloaked in ambition, marching toward Nubia with an army of darkness. Fear gnawed at her. I wonder if this is Genghis Khan in there. Fear gnawed at her, but she knew what she had to do. With a heavy heart, she summoned the mirror's power, unleashing a storm that swallowed the invaders whole. But victory came at a price. Hold up, man. I mean, yeah, this could be a multitude of things, man. Victory came at a price. The storm raged beyond its intended purpose, leaving scars upon the land. Lilith, did this cause a flood, huh? Lilith realized the true dangers of the mirror, the seductive whisper of absolute power. She vowed to lock it away, to become its guardian and ensuring its secrets remaining hidden until the world was ready. Thus, Princess Lilith, the weaver of sand and starlight, faded into legend, not as a sorceress, but as a protector, a reminder that true power lies not in wielding the extraordinary, but in understanding its consequences and using it for the greater good. The legacy of the divine mirror lived on, not as a tool of conquest, but as a lesson etched in the sands of time, a testament to the delicate balance between ambition and responsibility. By Karen O'Bara, 2024. So obviously, this queen is pulling on some hidden information, right? Some stuff that we already, looked into and connected, that we know that this ain't no play. Go dig on Karen O'Bara books, because she sure does know some things about this Lilith flow. And again, don't it sound a lot like Queen Sheba? Queen Sheba, Queen Sheba, Forbidden Histories of America, Daniel Lowe, no. Queen Sheba, Ah, man, let's belly flop. We're gonna belly flop. You know. You know. Oh, man. It's been a while, man, but I think we're gonna be good right about here, boss. Right about here, boss. Let's get it bigger, boss. Queen Sheba. We're just talking about Sheba. Shambala. There's a whole lot of drop in this forbidden history drop, man. Shambhala, a pure land. These are earlier renditions of the Squatana Buddha flow, which gets connected with Solomon. Solomon and Buddha start to be connected, man. So just digging on it right here. It says, now I realize what follows is not evidence, but I include it simply because I know that you can see the obvious. Do you see clearly, Khan? We have many legends and stories about mythical cities of the past. At one time before diminished to mythical status, they were legends, and prior to that, a known fact. Sometime in the distant future, the existence of New York will be a myth. The Aztec legend of Aslan, Plato's mythical Atlantis, the Roman Jewish Kalalus, the Spanish kingdom of Cibola, or are we talking New Mexico? And the seven cities around Lake Kapala, the Tibetan Hindu mystical seven cities of Shambhala or Shimbala or Sheba. Khan. So Sheba is a title of Shambhala connected with the seven cities of God. To be a Sheba means you are guarding the seven kingdoms of Septimania. Sept, 7. Welsh Anween. Or we just talking to Nah, man. And King Arthur, right? Which we already know. Arthur means order. Who's the king of the order? We're talking Dawid. Camelot is Kalalus. Camelot is Kalalus, man. In the land of Avalon. And many others, such as King Solomon's mines and the land of Ophir, Hybori. Right, Queen Sheba's popping out this Ophir and Moses' promised land, wherein he sent scouts who brought back the pomegranate. Now you got the pomegranata or the pomegranatas, which is the Rimmon. In Hebrew, Rimon means pomegranate, which is where they're getting Roman, boss. Roman is Rimmon, which means pomegranate, connected with the promised land, or Kalalus, or Camelot, or Shambhala, or Shimbala, which lets you know she's a daughter of Shem. Yeah. Why pomegranate? Well, we'll come back to that. Most of the places mentioned are located on some island surrounded by an ocean or vast lake, and in some accounts believed to have disappeared by sinking or associated with 7 peaks or 7 caves. Let's go. Because, yeah, these caves of Ajanta flow for the purpose of comparing for descriptions of an underground city supposedly found in the Grand Canyon balls, which is why over 1,000,000 acres are off limits, man. I'm just, we just talking Sheba. Shambhala means a pure land, just like Kalalus means promised land. All the same thing. And all it connects, directly with all this Buddha flow. But all this is also right here, the Grand Canyon flow, which lets you know that we are in India Superior. So when we talk about this, we have to, just like the Hyborian map brought it back right here, you know what I'm saying? We also have to bring it back right here, understanding that we're in India Superior. There ain't no North America, boss. In 1548 Castaldi map, you got India Superior. Catheo also means Cathay or pure land, right? And China is Kana, land of the Khan is land of the priests. All this is here, man. North America is Asia Major, India Superior, my night. Big factoids. Big factoids, man. They just found you in India Superior. We've been saying it, which is Shambhala. Yeah, straight up. We talking Kalalus. I'm just skipping ahead to some of more of the Sheba flow, where they had the paintings. I want to see these paintings. Might have to go back the other way. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wait. Oh, okay. Here, the king of Shambala. Right. I mean, look, I'm going quick, but just research G.E. Kincaid and the type of stuff he was finding in the Grand Canyons in 1930s or whatever the case is. All this is connected, my nugget, to you Hebrews right here. In Grand Canyon, it's just what? Grand Con, Grand Con John, man. Grand Canyon or the Grand Con John. Shout out to Cootie Mayo, man, with this Maize drop, man. It's all telling you. Let me get back a little bit. I want to see these paintings. They found some beautiful paintings on the walls out there. There we go. Let's get it from here. There we go. There we go. There's my queens, man. From the cave paintings of Ajanta, India. Just look like Atlanta, man. Queen of Sheba, man. Yeah, Queen Sheba. Or the Queen of Sheba. No other in the many histories of the many religions and cultures of the past compare or even resemble the wisdom of Solomon and the man himself other than Buddha. So again, all this is the same history, you know what I'm saying? Just remixed, to fit, other people's cultures, right? But it's really your story right here at home in Utah in India Superior, Managi. We still just talking Sheba. And he goes back to the same First Kings chapter 10, right? And he's letting you know, she didn't come from no Ethiopia, Africa, right? Where, pray tell you, did they come up with this? I could answer, but I think I'll hold my thought. Bathsheba, mother of Solomon, daughter, or meaning daughter of the oath. Now, mother of Solomon, don't get it twisted, because, David's mom, or, Solomon's mother, you know, would be Bathsheba. So we're talking about David's Sheba. We're not talking about Solomon's Sheba right here. Remember, David also had a Sheba, Bathsheba, right? Which all the controversy over did he kill a man, Uriah, and all that. We're gonna go back into that because we're gonna prove David innocent, man. You know what I mean? But look, Bathsheba, Bet, daughter of the oath or covenant, daughter of the seven. Foreign, they say. Perhaps Sheba's mother was an Ethiopian, daughter of the oath. Sheba, son of Ramah, oath, covenant, or seven, like the seven cities of God. So this Sheba flow connected with this Lilith flow. We're just talking about the oath. She's the daughter of the oath. If a queen carries this particular title, she's carrying the oath with her. She's carrying the covenant with her. You see what I'm saying? She's carrying the kingdoms, right? The seven cities of gold. And we know this Ethiop just means the burning ones, the burnt face, right? The fiery looking ones. The fiery looking, it's not just talking Africa over there. We're talking about any copper color fiery naga, east or west, man. East or west, man. They went back to Genesis. So the Queen of Sheba, Shebo, oath, covenant, or seven is not of Ethiopian origins. What they talking about? So-called African origins, right? In all likelihood, was not even from the continent in which Israel is found. So she ain't from the Middle East over there. If so, she was from India, but I remember we talking India superior over here, right? But I suspect she was of a distant land with ties to India and likely a descendant of Shem, with Sheba possibly being a shortened version or an intended misnomer of Shambala, child or children of Shem, Hindu, India superior. Gets deeper, man, gets deeper. Now Solomon in turn gave the queen of Sheba all her desire whatsoever she asked, right? 2 Chronicles 9, verse 12. Now after the queen had seen the greatness of his wisdom, right, just like Lilith, his home and the way his servants, his people, his men were happy, it is my belief that she desired this for herself to be a part of. I would have no doubt that of all the wives that Solomon was given, and of the foreign wives, that the queen of Sheba became one desiring to mother a true heir, especially if, she's first lady of courage, you know what I'm saying, and establish a royal bloodline with the king David in her own land, which they knew the prophesied Davidic king would come from. Deep, man, real deep, and it's supposed to be, or could this be the prince, son of the queen of Sheba, receiving teachings from his father Solomon? Or is the prince Mahajanaka mentioned earlier herein the son of Solomon? Or is this Nebuchadnezzar, Nebo defend my boundaries, or Nebo protect your people, however you want to call it? Because, you know, Nebuchadnezzar seemed to have he had a claim, right, to the throne. When we talk Judah being the son of Solomon and the son of Sheba, Nebuchadnezzar has a gripe, man. He has a gripe to pick with whoever's trying to leave him out. Who's Solomon's son? Which one of Solomon's sons are these? Whichever one it is Nebuchadnezzar's brother. You know what I mean? Or is this Nebuchadnezzar? We just digging on it. We just digging on it, man. We are just digging on it in the forbidden histories of America. We are in India superior, man, and we're just starting to see clear, man. You know what I mean? Just starting to enjoy the wave, surf the wave. And this is a wave, my naga, that we've been surfing, you know what I mean, for a mighty long time. Oh man, look at young dropper, fresh off the balcony dropper, man, Missed that balcony, man. That was a cool spot, man. We had to you know, get more space, man. We had more droplets, but I do miss the balcony. I miss that jacket, man. It's in the closet somewhere, man. But yeah, man, we've been doing this a minute, man. The water cons, man. That was 8 years ago, going on 9. And we just enjoy the flow, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoy the flow. You know, I saw somewhere, that I think we got over 6 million views so far, man, on this channel. And I just want to thank the Water Drop Nation for just spreading the flow, whether you spread it on TikTok or IG or, anywhere you're spreading it, man. It's coming right back to us. And we're truly grateful to all the cons on Discord, man, dropping every single day. Max the Water to you, because it's just a great time to come over here and check in with the cons, man. My Naka 2 Tick Rig always giving official official, you know what I'm saying, Con Knowledge over here, Aquatai Bazan, everybody that's in here, you know who y'all are, man. You, you know what it is. All y'all, man. So a lot of y'all in here. Hijack Free, what it do, man? Kels, man. Yeah, Kels, administrator over here, IT Naga. Markel doing his thing, man. He got our website up, and now I just got to start editing it and doing different things. So the water to my car, man. You know, we are clear. We are good to go. I see Kara Cootie Mayo in the building. Hey, out to the cons, Mama T, all my cons, man. So many of y'all, man. No more hijack, man. Mary Babel, what it do, man? Nappy Go Far, Fred Edison, what it do? All y'all, O's, man. I see y'all, man. I see y'all, man. I see y'all, man. Man, we are deep over here on Discord, man. So we're gonna start having exclusive events just over here on Discord, live chat flows, different things. I'm gonna really learn how to use this properly, so we could really just, bring the community in right, man. We got all these different channels popping off from the flat drops, Indigenous Truth, Who Got the Drop, which is our main flow here. You know, most over everything. Drop your scripts, man. Anything about the Most High. 432, Tribe Up Music, MHOE Fashion, Soulbone Podcast, Who is Preston John, Drag and Drop, Off the Grid Cons. I gotta add Survival Drop too, so I'm gonna do that. Survival Drop 101. Wealth drop, sports drop, science drop, tech drop, gamer drop, food drop, recipe. Chef Candy about to be here. Shout out to the con chef Devote. Happy con day, my con. Man, weather drop, nature drop, secret drop, genealogies drop, math drop, political drop, funny drop. Some Joy World. We're gonna start really putting on our Joy World content, man. Upcoming stuff, fence building, upcoming events we're gonna do, building our fence. We gotta, see it to a conclusion, man. So we got some work to do on the land. Drop Nation Pigs, drop interview, man. A lot of drop. A lot of drop is dropping, man. So come in here, drop your drop. You know what I mean? You see what it is. You see what it do. Yeah. Mary asking about walkie-talkies and technical stuff. Survival drop 101, man. Yeah, Two Tick, I see you, man. Become a priest queen, what they do. Tybazan, what they do? Black Magic Ritual. So yeah, we're gonna do a whole drop. I'll probably do it on Patreon. I don't want to get my third strike. You know what I mean? I was gonna feature some Natural by Law because he dropped like 10 tracks. I want to do a whole listening party for that. The tribal, all the tribal music is going so far up, man. My niggas is recording. I got like 3 songs to record. I still gotta get back to my con fresh, my con fresh, man. We got a great joint. We're working on that, man. Got a joint with Natural, man. CJ just dropped some drop, man. We got some dropping with that, man. Look out for tribal music, but I got 2 strikes, man. You know that Kendrick Lamar drop? It got almost like 500,000 views in like a week. Then they said, we're gonna take it down because I put it up. I didn't monetize it. No monetization. Just let it flow like a 30-minute part of it. They gave me a copyright strike for that. And then they had another one from like some old Cities of Gold thing. So they found some Cities of Gold from like 2016 or whatever, 19, and they gave me a copy. So they'll go back in time and then take a video down where I'm watching a cartoon with the tribe, and then they'll give me a copyright strike. And then they gave me a copyright strike for the Kendrick Lamar pop out show. So I got 2 strikes. I got like, man, I'm just holding on, man. So I can't really do a lot of, playing stuff. I'm just reading stuff, man. But on Patreon, man, shout out to my Patreon cons. I know I've been promising we're going to get real droppy, so look out for us. Because that's where I'm going to start featuring, like, all this stuff, you know what I mean? Just, concerts, cartoons, interviews, like, a lot of the music flow as well, so we don't get no drama with these, music copyrights and all that. So, all make, bro, I see you, man. Yeah, man, 2 TikTok bats on. Stay grooving in here. So be one, what it do? Skinny, what it do, man? Everybody check it in. You see who's in here, man? HaLaHoWah, what it do? Hey, you know what I mean? We're having fun. Justin, what it do, man? All the cops, just making sure I see y'all. Two Tick, man, he on the investigation. Remember this job, man? We found this some coordinates that had this thing, right? So he said this thing looked like the thing from Halo. Don't it though? Don't it though? So he been talking about this energy sword situation, and it's right there in the desert. This is off the Google map. So yeah, everybody tuning in. Dua die, man. Dua to you. As we get out of here, man, just enjoying a nice one too. Like I said, man, it's just always good to pull up to the fireplace, man. It's always good to say Halal HaWah by the fireplace, man. To enjoy the flow and just give our appreciation, man. For me, like I said, going inward has been, I guess, sometimes you just all my cons go through it, you know, this whole shift, whatever people call it, and the year of the dragon and seeing clearly don't come without pain, without you having to face yourself and in the darkest times or the most lonely times, They say sometimes after the dark comes the light, what I'm saying? Like your darkest moment leads to your explosion of light. And this is what's happening for all of us. It's definitely happening within me. I've had to kind of just shut down a lot, what I mean? Making a transition into kind of like, am I going to be, you know, 90% in, 10% trying to do this, 80% this, 20% this, or am I going to be 100, 1,000 dropping this drop, what I'm saying, going forward? I got kids to feed. Hold up, man. Let me adjust my fireplace while I get these marshmallows so I can feed my kids, feed my children, man. Now we got children to feed. We got things to do. So, it's tough building something, what I'm saying, slowly from scratch as we've been doing. It's been a long time and still balancing, life, what I'm saying, putting food on the table, different things. So I've always been fluid and being able to do a lot of different things. But right now, I just feel that energy just to pour my 100%, what I'm saying, without having to think about just surviving, what I'm saying, just, what I mean, just breathing, man. We want to live, man. We want to spread our wings, man. It's so much that we want to do. So, what I mean, just making that decision, man, just to go within, see the goal, understand why we do this, trust the creator. And it's like the creator's looking at us and like, why aren't y'all flying? I know you've been rising. I know you've been spiraling up. Now it's time to fly. I made you as a flying dragon, not some slithering snake. So things that we've been wanting to do, man, it's time to do them. And, for me, it's just like organizing, teaming up, getting a strong team and taking a strong step in the right direction, putting everything we got on the table and tribing up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the battles, man. Had a great, powerful sit down with the battles in Casa Battle, Battle House. And we just talked about these things, talked about the vision. Same thing I'm telling you, crying out for help, saying, hey, I need help. We need help. Like, how are we going to move forward to solidify things so that we don't have to keep going to the other man, you know what I'm saying, to feed our families and do this. Like, what can we get off the ground and pop off nationwide, international? Everybody could eat off of this. How can everybody eat? One thing we've been talking about is our homeschool program, being able to spread that in our neighborhoods, called frequency of learning. So I've been hard at work, losing sleep, redesigning this, we call it the calm zone, which we play the 432 hertz music playlist. Children get to choose their own playlist. They got harps and guitars and different types of music. You got some reggae, you got different flows. And so I'm working on these playlists as we speak and getting that together and just teaming up with the battles and saying, look, we're going to do this together. You know what I'm saying? You got Texas, we out here in LA. Let's pop off the frequency of learning. We got cons everywhere. that, can be a big part of this, you know what I'm saying, and build this up and get, not just, uh, individuals, homeschoolers signed up to this, but, get businesses and, gymnasiums and, I mean, we could have 432 packages pretty much for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And everybody can, you know, be pillars in their community, you know what I'm saying, to build up this frequency and, have good curriculum. We've been waiting on some great curriculum to counter all this horrible curriculum going on, all this agendas going on, all this stuff happening in our schools, man. You almost have to think seriously of homeschooling, man, if you got young children. So frequency of learning is a big step we're about to take. We're going to need your help. I'm crying out for help, my niggas. And, my email is the same. I know I've been super slow. Like I said, I've been going within. One thing that's hard for me to do is to, be on the email flow. Or I'm not a big phone person. So imagine how I am with emails, you know what I'm saying? But, I need a strong team. I need help. I need people on the emails. I need people corresponding with this and that. You know what I'm saying? We just, are building. We're still in the early process of building. Everyone's been pushed to their limits. Chef Annie's, she's doing amazing as a mother. She got her great meal prep program she's doing right now, getting great healthy meals, you know what I'm saying, to the children and the businesses and different things around LA, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Hella Fresh, man. Hey, she got the fresh ingredients. Dig on you, Hella Fresh, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a motto, man, letting niggas know that, they can shake off, you could brush the dirt off your shoulders, you know what I'm saying? We've been cleared to, the new start, you know what I mean? You can brush the dust off your shoulders, and you can step out fresh, man. And, as we say it out here, man, you hella fresh, man. So you hella fresh popping off. She got all kind of, everyone is spreading their wings, man, believing in what they do. You're a chef, you're popping off, you know what I mean? Um, you're a writer, you're popping off. We're gonna need writers because we're building Nagaville, right? We're building Nagaville.com. Nagaville.com. It's gonna be the place where we put our movies, where our TV series, everything in house. All my sound people, all my camera people, all my actors and actresses, people that just want to do it for a healthy cause and, for a tribe up type cause, you know what I'm saying? For most over everything. We're going to need you helping us film in different locations. And, so if you want to be a part of any of this flow, if you want to tell us what you're good at and what you do, I don't got no form for you to fill out, but you can always email us. It's the same email, 432thedrop@gmail.com. And I'll put that below. And, anything that I'm saying that sparks your interest, let us know so we can reach out to you, you know what I'm saying? And, start building these relationships. We're just talking about MHOE. Obviously, man, shout out to my Jigga. We got MHOE popping off. We're going to need your help. Fashion designers, you know what I'm saying? You know, anybody with the vision, you know what I mean? People that want to get MHOE popping in their neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? We can start connecting with you and, start building pop-up shops for the MHOE flow. Everybody can eat. Like, these are things that everybody can eat. Aqua Type Brother Nature, CJ, Kyron Battle with it, dude, man. You know what I'm saying? AP, man, we got the Soul Bone dice game popping off. I play it every Shabbat. My children already know, like, oh, it's a Shabbat Friday. We about to play Soul Bones. And it's a great, you know, numerical, mathematical, brain activation type of dice game. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. You're adding up to 9s and 3s and 4 3 2s, and it's blue, purple, red dice, man. All that. So look out for that. We're gonna start having like Zoom competitions where everyone has their own set of dice, and you take turns. We roll it. We keep scoring. Like, it's just a tribe up type of game we're gonna start having. We're gonna launch our channel memberships as well, that we can invite you to our Soul Bone Zoom competitions and any meetings we're gonna start having, on Zoom or whatever platform we want. So if you want these invites, you know what I'm saying, become a member on the channel or just email us, you know what I'm saying, and we'll make sure we just link in with you. But these are a few things popping off. We got our Patreon, like I said. We about to be popping most of our stuff off the Patreon. Man, we got man the oh man, how can I forget the Soul Bone podcast? We're gonna need my Nagas that's want to help us grow the Soul Bone podcast in different ways, man. From the content flow to Nagas that what I'm saying are wanting to spread the knowledge in their cities and be interviewed and different things, or just be producers, exec producers, help us get sponsors, what I'm saying, on the Soulbone podcast. So we're going to need you to that capacity. So whether we're talking film with the Nagaville.com, whether we're talking frequency of learning, whether we're talking MHOE, we're going to need Nagas with the tribal music, right? We're going to need Nagas to help us find talent, gather the talent in the tribe, what I'm saying, keep us locked in. Right now, you can go on my Jigga's playlist, what I'm saying, and go on the tribal music, man. So Magic is helping us so much. Make sure we spiral up with that. CJ Battle as well, man. Hit up CJ Battle's YouTube. Hit up Natural by Law's YouTube. All this is tribal music, man. So Halal HaWah, like, these are all where 432 is. You know what I'm saying? And of course with Joy World and building our land and, buying more land, like everything we're doing, this is just a peek at what we got going on. And when the Naga's quiet, I just been having, a good time connecting back to Marcus, man, connecting back to myself, doing some writing, just getting warmed up for Nagaville, working on a couple projects. So I'm behind the scenes, my Naga. Just know I'm right here with y'all. And we're going to keep the fire burning. And we're going to keep the water flowing. Because the drop don't stop, man. And our investigation, man, continues, man. So allow walk to all our dragons on the wall. Oh, and of course we got the 432, the radio station. And again, teaming up with the battles, we're gonna really like pop off. Like obviously we got a 432 brand. It's a lot, man. I'm doing a lot of talking, but we got 432 the brand, right? But of course, we want a real popping off radio station that all my Nagas that like to DJ, all my Nagas that, what I'm saying, like the podcast or, pop off their radio shows, just like we've been running with the Ether Squad. Ahab to all the Ether Squad, what I'm saying, it's been keeping the fire burning. And I will drop the new launch date for the continuation of the fifth wave. I just, again, had to go within, and I just want to do it all in order, all right. I want it to feel smooth, so I don't want to rush anything. So this is what we building, We got the radio station, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We got the website where everything's going to be centralized that we've been rebuilding on my Naga server, so that we don't keep getting hijacked, you know what I'm saying, and having to deal with that. So while we're rebuilding the 432 website, we're also rebuilding the frequency of learning website. You know what I'm saying? We got the MHOE site that's popping off real strong, and you can dig on that, you know what I mean, and enjoy that. Matter of fact, I got it up there, so you can dig on. So yeah, all these are links that you can click on. I just want to say, hey, hop, and any of these things that make sense to you, you know what I mean, or you got expertise in this and that, just hit us with an email. And if you emailed before, hit again, my Naga. And all my Nagas that have put in on the Prester packs, the super conglomerate, super con Prester pack with all the Prester Johns on it, as well as my Nagas that pre-order Prester 3, just know that we're also working on getting the right, wholesalers and all this for these flash drives, because one comes into business, the other one goes out. We've been getting the wrong ones sent to us, which has been delaying our orders. So if you haven't got an email regarding all this, you should get it by today for sure. And if you've emailed a couple of times, please forgive us. Please send one more email to us, so I know that you're, what I'm saying, like it'll just put you right there at the top of the list, you know what I'm saying? So I can just return those and get back to you. All my cons that have been waiting for the Prester John or the Super Prester Pack, what I'm saying, we're gonna not only honor that, but we're gonna give you free Prester packs, my Naga, for whichever ones you don't have yet. So We're gonna give you an extra, let's say 2 Presta packs, or if you need a Presta pack, or if you need a flat pack, or if you need a the flat pack ether band, Presta 2, whichever one you need, add it to it for absolutely free for the wait. I'm saying? We apologize for that. Just know that you will have these time capsules, and it will be worth the wait. And we'll also hook you up with 50% off of MHOE, man. So you can go enjoy some MHOE for half off. Enjoy the flow, man, and just keep the fire burning, man. This is all we got, and we here with it, man. We popping off, man. So, man, they going in. I guess our fire burned out. Where my fire started. You know what I mean? So yeah, email us just one more time, man. Just let us know, okay, I put the order in, and this is my, and we'll make sure we triple up. You know what I'm saying? So not only will you be getting your order, your super Presta Recon Super Pack, your Presta pack with all 100. What we do, 141 Prestas, so it's gonna have the whole thing. So just be a little more patient with us as we get the right situation with these wholesalers, and then we'll get it to you. But whatever two ether packs or whatever you need, we'll add 2 more to it. So if it's an ether 1 and ether 2, if it's a Presta 1 and 2, if it's Presta, what I'm saying, we'll add it to it, and we will get all these packs out to you, ASAP, as soon as possible, man. So, we're on it, you know, every day, just getting everything right for that. So the water to y'all. And again, look, man, we just started this Patreon. We got over 502 Nagas signed up to the Patreon already, and I appreciate every one of y'all. And I know y'all digging on it, y'all seeing what's happening, and it's only $3 a month, and we will do the tiers 3, 6, 9, but right now it's only 3. And hey, if we get all 500 Nagas on the 3, that gives us $1,500 to put towards land, to put towards, our products, MHOE, whatever we're doing. So this is just one more way of running it up. Again, I'm 100% involved in, Drop Nation, man. 432 to Drop Radio. I'm not doing no side business, no side nothing. Like, this was a decision I had to really go within. It's like, I'm gonna put it all in. I'm gonna put it all in, knowing that we got our community to keep us rising up. Cause I know y'all miss it when a Naga got to do other things just to feed the family, man. So I want to be 100% here with y'all, drop and drop all day long on the radio with y'all all day long. And this is a part of the support. So please click the link below. Support the Patreon, my Naga. And, get in Discord flow. You know what I'm saying? Understand that we do have, kind of more, a portion of the website up here. There's a lot of these tabs we haven't filled in yet, but I will start updating right here again at 432thedrop.com. And all the stuff I just mentioned to y'all, it's all going to be centralized right here, man, in this location. So make sure you in this. Make sure you rocking on the IG. You know what I'm saying? Knockers is popping off. We got Flat Drop 101. Chef Condi popping off, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of flow happening. Ooh, Aqua Tybazan popping up. What you on, Aqua Tybazan? I think I got a part of a poem she kicking for the drop poetry hour. What you on, Tybazan?
Responds to the Emancipate Yourself from Mental Slavery challenge.
God.
My personal selection is called Code Keepers. Code Keepers. Code keepers are the keepers of the Shabbat spoken of in the Most High's written code.
Wow.
We respect all natural forms of life residing in our earth, turf, and birthrighted abode.
Mm-hmm.
We dance to the majestic harp of Khan Dawid and melodic voice of dear Miriam. We pray for knowledge and overstand to seek Amal's embracement and wisdom. We are the copper-colored human of Shem and America's true descendants. We are Rebecca, Bilhah, Zilpah, Leah, and Jacob, or Israel's now revealed remnants. My name is Ty
Oh,
Battle, and
hold up.
this poem is
Hold up. I want the whole thing. I might have to go to Ty Battle IG. And max respect, man, to the Rita Marley Foundation. Wake up, JA876, for keeping the water flowing for the tribe, man. Caught up to the Emancipate Yourself from Mental Slavery, Poetry, Creative Competition. Rita Marley. Hey, out to Rita Marley and the Marley tribe. Again, man, Zion Marley is the official brand ambassador for MHOE, man. We're definitely tied into the cons, man, and it feels good, man, to rise up. Shout out YG Marley, Aqua Lauren Hill on tour, popping off, man, and it feels good, man. Oh yeah, man, hold up, man. Aqua, hold up, Aqua, hold up, Aqua. I might have to go to the Soul Bone IG, man. See if Aqua popping off over here, man. Man, go dig on the Soul Bone Podcast IG, man. Let's get this one more again.
My
Hold up. Oh, okay, Aqua. She got the poem up for the cons. Like that. Like that there. Let's get it.
is Ty Battle, and this poem is submitted in response to the Emancipate Yourself from Mental Slavery challenge. My personal selection is called Code Keepers. Code Keepers. Code keepers are the keepers of the Shabbat spoken of in the Most High's written code. We respect all natural forms of life residing in our earth, turf, and birthrighted abode. We dance to the majestic harp of Khan Dawid and melodic voice of dear Miriam. We pray for knowledge and overstand to seek Amal's embracement and wisdom. We are the copper-colored human of Shem and America's true descendants. We are Rebecca, Bilhah, Zilpah, Leah, and Jacob, or Israel's now revealed remnants. My
Oh,
name is Ty
all right.
Battle, and this poem is
This is what y'all gonna have to do. You're gonna have to come on over here to Soul Bone and just dig on it. Matter of fact, see where the Aqua left off. Is this the one? Is this the one? Oh, okay. Remnants. We adhere to all the required laws, statutes, and HaWah's real 9 commandments. We give honor to our framer and shaper because the law repeatedly demands it. We keep the code and give praise to our one and only creator and eternal power. We stay prayed up on ready for the day of the hijacks fatal in their final hour. We, the continual observance of the Shabbat Shalom is our selected secret weapon of choice. We are in tune with the shofar horns and our true creator's recognizable voice. We see clearly to tear down idols of our earthly forefathers and our foremothers. Our code protects us against all of our enemies and also our sisters and brothers. We are uncountable like the grains of the eastern, oriental, and Terra Sancta sands. We are the guardians of all Solomon and Sheba's mapped holy Prestigion lands. Let go. Dragons protect the Antarctic ring of ice and calmly fan the Arctic ring of fire. We are encircled by a ring of water and reside on a ring of land sitting higher. You know. We are enslaved Jewels, prisoners of war. The whole world knows as Negro. We are the true Hebrews and Hawaii's set aside, original, aboriginal, designed people. We keep the code because it breaks the chains that bounds us to this captivity. We keep the code because it will restore us back to righteousness and tranquility. We are the kin of Joshua, Khalifa, Nat Turner, and the underground conductor, Harriet. We are the pure royal bloods and this realm secret ones, riding in regal chariots. We are the cells, alarms, bells, and beepers that are alerting the ether sleepers. Woo! We are the priests and priestesses of Mount Zion that are encoded to be code keepers. Snap your fingers, Ka. Snap your fingers, Ka. Halal HaWah, Aqua Tybazan. Man, you know how long we've been trying to get Aqua Tybazan to sit there and read this, beautiful art, man, this majestic, royal poetry she been dropping for years, a whole decade on the trial, hundreds and hundreds of poems, man. And she over here, I told you, everybody flying. She's spreading her wings. Hey, and she's doing it for the right thing, man. Rita Marley Foundation, Kana, Aqua Tybazan, Kana, man. Hey, we up, man. That's all I gotta say. When Aqua Ty reading her poems, we up, man. We up on Facebook. Holler at the cons over here. We over here in the dark. We whispering in the darkness, man. Most of everything I had to use my government name on Facebook, man. But holler at the drop on the Facebook, man. Man, we over here MHOE, man. All these links are below. Please click and support. We need your support, my niggas. Most high over everything. Shout out to the Concals, man. And of course, my Jigga, MHOE, my man, this beautiful design and all our designs, man. My Jig is popping off. You know what I'm saying? Go support MHOE.clothing every day, man. Look out for the new, man. Hitting this, great, what they call it, autumn, fall. We've been talking about getting some Letterman jackets for a while. Definitely some ponchos at MHOE, so look out for us, man. You can also hit up the drop, 432 the drop page as well, man. So the water to all that. And MHOE.clothing is up. Yeah. You can get your buckets, man, your denims, one of my favorite joints. This jacket is super hard, super dope. These great designs for the little ones, man, and the big ones, man. All the hoodies, all the colors, you already know it, man. You get your patches at MHOE.clothing, man. Most high over everything. And like I said, we got a whole lot going on, man, from Nagarville, films, television, frequency of learning, building this, building our sites. We need you, man. This is a call for help. This is a cry for help, man. All the cons that are able, please keep us in mind, you know what I'm saying? And, whatever you're able to help us with, we are truly appreciated because, like I said, we're doing it full time and we're building. And, we from the turf, man. We from the spiral, and we need my cons from the turf, from the spiral to spiral up with us. You can hit our Cash App, you can hit our PayPal, my nugget. All this will support our infrastructure, help us keep the lights on, help us rebuild these websites, and just help us drop this drop. And, not have to worry about, you know, things that, what I'm saying, are just distracting, man. It's like, you know, this and that and keeping the lights on, you know what I mean? Just please help the cons, man, so we can spread it to the tribe and make it a whole vibe. Make all this stuff activate so all the cons can eat, man. You know what I'm saying? And vibrate. And with that, man, I just want to, do a dismount, man. We're actually going to get it, what is it? We're in Isaiah. We're going to get 42. Let's get 42. I was reading this, Eliakim story, man. But let's get it from here. Behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall make the right to go forth to the nations. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the dimly burning wick shall he not quench. He shall make the right to go forth according to the truth. He shall not fail nor be crushed till he has set the right in the earth, and the isles shall wait for his teaching. Thus says HaWah, our power. He that created the heavens and stretched them forth, he that spread forth the earth and that which come out of it, he that gives breath upon the people, upon it, and spirit to them that walk therein. I, HaWah, have called thee in righteousness, and have taken hold of thy hand, and kept thee and set thee for a covenant of the people. Just like Sheba, man, we're talking covenant for a light of the nations, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners. Akwata said we've been prisoners of war from the dungeon, just like Moshe was in the dungeon for 10 years. And them that sit in darkness out of the prison house, free my nagas, free my nagas, free my nagas behind the wall. The price is going up. We on the war path. I am HaWah, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. That's rule number one. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Former things have come to pass, cuz. They say it's a shift. It don't feel easy. It don't feel nice. It don't feel cozy, but we gotta fly. And I'm asking for help, and I don't even really, that as my homies, I don't do that. I don't really, I'm always stubborn. I always want to do it myself. I always want to figure it out. But I come to a point where I've done as much myself as I can throughout these years. And I know I need to fly. I need to fly with a team, a strong team. We've been building. It's time to build some more. We need fence builders, right? We need land builders. We need business builders, right? You know what I'm saying? We need builders of all types, all shades, all sizes, all your talents. We need you. This is a cry for help, Akan. So the Wada, you know what I'm saying, for being here, for support. My dragons on the wall. We love y'all, man. The guardians on the wall, the fire starters, you know what I'm saying? All the priests, all the cons, The former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. HaWah has put, that ruach on your cons. It's time. It's time to fly. Stay up, suit up, choose up. Shabbat Shalom. Halal HaWah, Drop Nation. Please click the link, support us, you know what I'm saying? Support our flow, and, support what you can, you know what I'm saying? Because we're building the foundation, man. This is a call for help, to help build at the most important time, man, in the darkness, you know what I'm saying? When it feels lonely, when we all feel lonely, we come together, you know what I mean? And I share the vision, you know what I'm saying? We share the vision, you know what I mean? And we manifest it brick by brick, man, you know what I'm saying? And we do it together. This is that ruach of unity. This is that coming together, two sticks, Ezekiel 37. You know what I mean? It's that 4-3-2, my noggin. And you are the drop. Halal HaWah, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Wow.